Well, the thing that attracted me to St. Petersburg was the opportunity to stay in a marina and have the Dali Museum within walking distance, really close. So that was the first thing that attracted me. What I like about the town is it's very boater friendly and water and walkways, and it's all around the water. Everything is around the water.
What's kind of
access to it.
What's kind of neat is that the whole waterfront is not businesses. The whole waterfront is parks, and they've moved the businesses just aft or outside of the parks, and there's a plethora of sidewalk dining all up and down the streets. There's just a bunch of restaurants and so much stuff to do. It really was interesting. We got in and there was a triathlon race going to take place.
Well, we saw tents happening, and so of course, being curious, we had to find out what it was. And it turned out it was a 2-day triathlon. Now, it started quite early, so we never did quite end up getting up early enough to see the beginning, which was the swim. But we did see the bicycle portion, and we did see the running. So we kind of got a 2/3 of a triathlon.
and then right after that, we watched the start of the St. Pete to Isla Mujeres race, watching the sailboats depart the harbor, and we listened to them on the VHF FM as they were all checking in. That was kind of neat to do. And then I got to tell you about the Dali Museum. It was Jill that brought us to the Dali Museum, but I now have a major better understanding. But what?
Fascination
with Salvador Dali, that he was, unlike some of the ancient artists, he knew about atoms and things like that. He did one painting that I took pictures of, and you walk up to this painting and you look at it, and it's Gala, his wife and muse, from behind, and she's looking up at Jesus on the cross, and it's all a cross of bright colors with dark squares around it with large squares. But as you move back from the picture, the farther back you get, you see a totally different picture. It was just fascinating to see in his mind how he did it, and that he was not just a painter, but he did all kinds of other things, and he was inspired by Da Vinci. The other thing was the farmer's market.
Well, if you've never been to a farmer's market, I'm sure everyone we've been to is somewhat typical. You have a lot of the mobile food carts that are on wheels that drive around town, and selections of foods to try. And then you have all kinds of booths, and they have everything you can imagine. We found crawfish pie, which is one of our favorites from our trips to Louisiana. And so she actually had some made that were frozen, so we took one of those home and heated up and warmed it up in the oven for dinner. And that was really nice for us. They're very dog friendly, so everybody could bring their dogs, and no issues that way.
This whole city is dog friendly. It was unbelievable. We went by one of the real estate agents, and they have dog biscuits tied to their business cards.
And well, I wasn't finished with farmer's market, but I guess I am.
Yeah. We also got to see In the Heights, a play that came off Broadway. And we saw it in the park, which was really pretty neat. We took our little miniature lawn chairs out there and watched the play.
You can bring your wine and your glasses and your snacks and appetizers or dinner or whatever you want, and you just spread out on the lawn. And it was a wonderful production. It was fun. People were very, very courteous to one another, so you didn't have, a lot of loud carrying on and such. So it was really fun. It's the casualness of having it in the park gave us a chance to talk to people and meet people at the same time we share this event. So I understand from some people that we met there that this has been going on for 30 years here.
So they're also real proud, and they were advertising that next year, in case you decide to come here, they're having Spam-A-Lot. So that ought to trip a lot of people. We discovered what was called a local store in this shopping mall. And it's a grocery store, snack bar, restaurant. They age their own beef. It is the most unique store I think I've ever been in, with all kinds of stuff.
It's all their emphasis on local eating, so it's all local farmers and local produce, all very fresh, and just a beautiful market. You walk in and just everything just smells so good. If you weren't hungry, you will be. You'll have to plan on your shopping around a lunch break too.
I guess the other thing that we managed to make was the Chihuly Collection of glass. And I was amazed at this. I've always been fascinated by glass blowing and articles and things made of glass. And the museum was just phenomenal to go through. Not real large, but some beautiful pieces. And the highlight was we got to move from there, and we went to what they call their hot shop and watch a demonstration of how they were making some vases and things like that. It was just absolutely intriguing to me on how all this works with the colors and mixing and matching. So that's about it for our recap of our days in St. Petersburg. If you haven't come here, I'd recommend it. I think Jill would recommend it. Would you recommend it?
I'd recommend it.
And,
absolutely.
So now we're waiting on a weather window. We'll probably miss at least one or two museums that we could have gone to, but it's getting time to move.
So we've saved till the end, our chores, which are laundry, and that worked out very well. The marina has a washer and dryer, and so I got that done pretty quickly. And now we're going to go off to the shopping. We need to get some provisions, and I've got some new ideas of what I want to get.
Oh, I'm going to be happy.